Hello, hello. Mic check, mic check. Everything's working, I think. Been having a little bit of issues with my mic. Hopefully today we won't. Just make sure everything's good in the stream. Looks like we're live. So I did not have any time to work on this at all. And today is Halloween. So I'm gonna have to step it up a bit. Hey, welcome back. How's your day going? Let's see, auto group. How's the audio? Is it working today? No, no audio? Oh, okay. Thank you. I didn't have any time to work on this at all yesterday. Awesome, perfect. I'm gonna try to do a very rough. Okay. Let's see if that works. I don't know why it keeps disconnecting. I just updated Windows a couple days ago. I guess it was a big update. And ever since then, it's been weird. So hopefully it's okay today. Because it's really starting to bother me that it's not working. Right, I'm just gonna quickly knock down the edges with the good old trim dynamic. Ooh. Get all these other pieces out of the way. The sound, is the sound coming out now? It's registering in OBS. No sound? No sound? Let me know if the... Okay, thank you. Appreciate it. Are you doing anything fun for Halloween? Any trick-or-treating plans or Halloween party or anything? Me either. I'm working tonight. That's probably pretty good for that piece. Smaller. This is not going to be the best sculpting that I've done. Not that I'm super good or anything, but this is definitely... I have about an hour and 20 minutes. Ah, okay. I mean, I feel like it's one of those weird holidays that people just celebrate just so they can go out and party. At least here in the States. Any reason to go out and get drunk for people. But to each their own, you know. That's what they choose to do. And I'm definitely guilty of doing it a couple times. But just not that into it anymore. Actually, you know what? Let me get this guy right here. I don't like that part right there. I have to power through this. Let's see how far I can get in 1 hour, basically. Oh, wrong button. Yeah, I got stuck at work all day yesterday, and it was supposed to be a short day. So I wasn't able to do anything on this, so I was pretty bummed about that. Ah, gotcha. That's a good time to keep it for. Plus, around Christmas time, or the holiday season, it's a good time for me anyway because I'm around my family. You know, I can hang out with my cousins. Hello? Why does it keep disabling? I don't understand. I have every other microphone option disabled. And for some reason, it's still keeps turning the Yeti off. I don't know what's going on. God, that is so frustrating. Sitting here talking to myself. Sorry about that, you guys. I don't know what the... I've never had this much trouble with my mic before. Gonna have to keep a closer eye on it. Whoops. The joy of being a Windows user. I mean, I don't know if you have that much trouble on Macs, but the thing, I never had any issues before that update. Whoa, didn't mean to zoom in that much. Oh, we got that one already. Let's see this guy. But anyways, I was just saying how I am, let me drag this over here. Will that work? No, it won't work. That won't work. At least over here, I can see that it's working. I just have to keep an eye on it. I wonder what the reason is. I haven't changed anything in my hardware. My computer's the same. Everything's still in the same USB port. I haven't moved anything. The only thing that's changed recently is the Windows update, like the fall creators update. I guess I was long overdue on it. And one of the reasons one of the reasons I avoided updating was because I heard it was giving people problems. So I thought I'd wait for them to iron out the bugs, and apparently they didn't. It's just so weird that it'll just turn off. Not turn off, but it stops registering my mic for some weird reason. Very annoying. All right, only a couple more to go. This guy. I think am I doing on time? Not good. It's amazing how quickly time goes by when you're doing this. Maybe it's, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, Windows. But anyways, I don't know when my mic went off. I was just talking about the Apple products, the new iPad Pro. It looks super cool, but it's also insanely expensive. I think it's weird that how okay with that people are. They're just like, oh, it's Apple, it has to be expensive. And I was like, well, does it have to be that expensive? I don't know. It's such a weird topic. I don't want to get into it. I like their products. I think they're great. I wish they would just make them a little more reasonable. That's one of the reasons I don't have a Mac, is because I don't like that you can't use whatever hardware you want. For example, I use Blender a lot for my 3D modeling and rendering. It's my primary go-to thing to render, and the Cycles renderer is super fast, especially with the NVIDIA GPUs. You know, I only have a 1070, so not the best, but still, it renders pretty quickly because of that. And Cycles, from what I understand, works with the AMD cards, but it's just not as well, not as fast. And Macs only have, I don't think they have like official support for NVIDIA. I could be wrong. I know the Hackintosh community does a lot of that stuff, but I'm not very tech savvy. Okay. I don't know a lot about hardware and tech and stuff. You know, if it's not plug and play, I usually don't know how to use it. All right, getting close, getting close. Come on. That's probably a little too much detail. I don't need a lot of detail. I just need a lot of facets, so it looks very edgy and chipped. Okay. So close yet so far. What do I have left? All right, a couple pieces. I love how well ZBrush handles like high poly stuff. Like this thing's 3 million points. It's a lot. And some people, I mean, their computers can handle like 20 million, I think. That's pretty neat. It definitely frees up the learning process. You're a little more free to just make stuff. That's fine. Those little chips, you know, so it looks kind of like, yeah, Blender, I know there's tricks. I don't know how to sculpt in Blender very much. I tried it for a little while, but I got a little frustrated that it, it didn't handle the high res stuff as well. I know there's workarounds, like people have tricks like you can hide part of your model. I don't know how you do that, but I know guys do. There's people who do really amazing work in Blender for sculpting. It's definitely capable. I think it's just a little more of a, there's a little more work involved. Not necessarily on the sculpting side of things, but like on the technical thing. Telling Blender what to keep visible, how to hide certain things so that it doesn't have to have everything on the monitor on your viewport. It's definitely like, yeah, exactly. Blender's definitely in my opinion, it's still the best software to get started in 3D in. It's free, it's powerful. There's plenty of resources available to learn. And it's exciting because there's lots of the community is really strong. That I'm gonna excuse me. Let's see. I got a brush. I like to use the noise brush. I don't know where it is. Let's see. Orb, hammered. No, not that one. Rock noise. There we go. I like to use this brush to see what happens when I dynamesh. All right. I like to use this brush to quickly add detail. It's just a noise. And what I do is I add the detail and then I'll knock it down real quick. And it doesn't have to be even, it's just to like kind of break up the surface so when I do the texture bakes, there's a little more interest to the surface. I mean, if I was going for a little bit more realistic, I'd probably leave it at that, but I like to use a cartoony look. And then I just kind of go back with the, let me make this smaller. Let's see how it looks. Just kind of flatten it down. Just so there's not so much noise. Because these rocks, you know, they were not sculpted, but, you know, somebody took a hammer and chisel and shaped them to be the right shape. So they'd be like kind of clean. They wouldn't have like that erosion. I mean, I guess they would if they're thousands of years old or something, but plus that would just look a little too like realistic in my opinion. And I'm definitely not going for a realistic look. I want it to be much more on the stylized side of things. Yeah, just some quick knock down those details real quick. I really like that brush for this. Maybe smooth it here and there. Yeah, just so I can have some imperfections in the surface. That way it's not just pure, flat, clean base. And it doesn't show up that much here, but it'll really show up in the texture when I bake it. I need to knock that part down right there. That's just driving me nuts. There we go. This brush is very similar in some ways to the Trim Dynamic. It's one of those orb brushes. If you don't know who Orb is, he's got a free brush pack. You can just Google Orb brush pack. It's pretty cool. He's one of the main, I think he's the lead artist. I don't know. He's one of the artists on the Blizzard team for Heroes of the Storm. All right. And the brush pack he has is just so useful. You know, he's just got so many. I don't know why I did that. Did I put some cracks in these? I mean, I feel like they'd look cool, but I think that'll be enough for me to achieve the goal I want on that part. Whoops. All right, let's knock this post out. Let's see, I need that's all I want. Let's just jump this up to higher resolution. I don't need groups, I just need one group. No blur, Dynamesh. There we go. And for now, let me just hide that. I'm pretty much going to use the same workflow. It's going to knock everything down. I'm going to smooth it out a little bit more just so it doesn't look so jagged here. Or polygonal, I should say. Smooth it real quick. And then once I smooth it, I'll Dynamesh again. Then I can use the polish. This will help kind of get rid of those creases. Little combination of the smooth and the H polish. I need a little more here. It's pushing it to the edges, but I'll knock that down with the trim dynamic after the fact. Same thing here, just kind of. Gotta get this one a little bit more. Maybe that one. And that's probably decent. Take this down. Oops. Smooth all these edges out. They're not so not so sharp. Microphone still working? All right. Smooth all these edges. That's probably pretty good, I guess. Just a little bigger. I'm just gonna hit at the trim dynamic. Not gonna be as, I want it to be a little bit cleaner than how I did the stone. It's kind of like a, you know, they use saws as opposed to chisels. So when they cut it, it'll sort of have a cleaner look. At least that's the idea. It's not super clean, but it won't have that like look like somebody was chipping away at it. You know, it's like a wood that's been run through saws. This is so annoying. Oh. Sorry guys, I don't know what's going on with my microphone. It just keeps randomly turning, not disconnecting, but for some reason Windows just decides that it doesn't want to use my USB mic. Okay. All right. All right, so what I'm gonna do is some quick and dirty. This is one piece. I just like to try to like sculpt like the wood grains, I guess. And I try to keep them all going in the same direction. I'm gonna have that metal brace here, so I don't have to worry about that part too much. And sort of like how I did the stones, I'm gonna knock it down after the fact. It'll make a lot more sense in a second here. Let me just quickly get these drawn out. I try to keep them all going the same direction as the piece of wood. So like for this one, they're all kind of going that way. And the ones that are going down are all kind of going down. Like for this long post that goes into the ground here. And there's no rhyme or reason to it. I just kind of wing it mostly. Still working? All right. Gosh, that is so frustrating. I really wish I knew why I was doing that. Maybe make this a little bigger. I'm gonna knock those down a touch. I normally would take a little more, take my time with this a little more, but as I am trying to get this done for Halloween, I need to push it as quickly as possible. I'm probably not going to get it all the way done, unfortunately. I gave myself a deadline and I want to try to stick to it, because I have a bad habit of working on a project and just working on it and not finishing it. And I need to try to set some deadlines for myself so I can actually get stuff done. I'm just using this little polish brush now to kind of, hope I didn't knock this one down. But yeah, I'm just trying to set deadlines for myself so I can actually get stuff done. Because it's really easy to just like get lost working on a project forever. You know, it's like, oh, it doesn't look good enough. It doesn't look good enough. Or maybe I could do this. And sometimes you just need to know when to say enough is enough. This is done. and move on to the next project. Otherwise, you just get kind of stuck not learning anything. At least I do anyway. Right. Be good for that. Give it a quick Dynamish. Now let's get the good old orb crack brush. Oh, my nose is itchy. And now I'll draw in some, smooth that out right there, grooves here. And now I like to try to like exaggerate the grooves that are already in from the little wood or that clay brush I was using. Kind of exaggerate them. There we go. I'm gonna have to do a search on why my microphone keeps turning off. Yeah, I think that'll look all right. This guy here. Oh, I didn't do right there. Oh, that's okay. It's gonna be sort of hidden. And I'll do the ends later. I'll just finish this top part since I'm up there. Right. Well, let's do a little knot. Sometimes the pressure is a little hard to control. See, we another little knot right there. Move that now right there. I tend to get kind of lost in the sculpting when I do this, so if I space out, I'm sorry. It's like a weird sensation sometimes. It's like, whoa. Put a big one there. Gotta have the swirl, you know. Having the swirl makes it officially stylized. Still, yeah, okay. Mic is still working. All right, we're doing all right, guys. Almost done, almost done. And the same deal here. I usually take a lot more, not a lot more, but I go a little slower with the wood because. But we are in a hurry today. Oh, I didn't do this part. Into the top either. Come here. There we go. You know, having these clay tube lines, it just kind of helps make it like look like, yes, they did mill this wood, but they didn't have the best carpenter when they did it. They just quickly ran it through a saw and got the job done. All right, there we go. Do the quick Dynamesh. I'm gonna make this smaller. Do little swirls here. Here with the Sculptress Pro. I'm gonna make these splits get in there a little, not too much. Just enough so that it has something there other than a little flat face. That guy. There we go. Make these little wood splits get in there. And then I think that's it. All right. And let's do this guy real quick. Nope. All right. This one is going to be super fast. Basically just want to smooth it out and maybe hit it with the trim dynamic just a little bit. Just a little too perfect looking. But nobody's really going to see that anyway. I mean, they're not going to, it's not going to be the focus at all. It's just kind of there to add to the diorama. There we go. That should be good enough. Then I will go to the good old IMM model kit. And let's get some bolts on there. Here we go. Ooh. That is way too big. There we go. And I'm just holding the control button when I do that. Oops. That way each one is the same size, because I don't really want them to be different. And these will just, come on, bake into the texture map. I don't need to, why? There we go. Why? There we go. Right. Go ahead and show everything. All right. I'll be right back. Somebody's at my door. Oh, I don't know what it was. There's nobody there. Microphone still working? All right. Okay. Okay, so that looks pretty good. So what I want to do now is I'm going to, let me just get rid of that. Z-remesh it? Z-remesh, is that what it's called? No, decimate, excuse me, sorry. I cannot think right now. But first I want to, I want to separate some of these so that when I bake it, the cages don't intersect. So for this one, solo that out. Let me select that and then we'll split hidden. So now these are two separate ones. And this is fine the way it is. Those are fine, the cages won't intersect. But this guy, this is gonna be a pain in the butt. I don't want the cages to run into each other, otherwise I'll get all these artifacts. So I guess the easiest thing to do would be to hide certain pieces. I don't know if I can just do a checkerboard. You know what? Let me, I got an idea. I'll do the outer ring. Let me just split that off first. And split hidden. And now I can do a checkerboard pattern for these. I mean, the edges might intersect a little bit, but they're not going to be showing up much, so I'm not going to worry about it. And we'll do a and actually I will split hidden. This guy. All right. Okay, now I need to name all these so that when I import them back in, they'll have their rename this cobblestone. Two. Yeah, we'll call this cobblestone 2. And we'll call this one 1. 2. And then we'll call this guy ring. 1. Whoops. Okay, I needed to, forgot to split it before I named it. So do every other one. W, split hidden. Ring 1, ring 2. All right. That's wonderful. It worked. What time is it? Oh man. I'm not gonna make it. Not gonna make it. Okay. So now I need to decimate all of this. Everything's named accordingly. Actually, you know what? Let me go through. Let me save first of all. Always make that mistake. We'll name these Oh Hi. Just and paste. So I don't have to do this every time or type it every time. Name. What? Where is the... Okay, I know I got it. Rename. Not the most exciting process, but it's the necessary to keep everything organized. There we go. So I should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 pieces. Right? 8 pieces. All right. Now save again. I'm just going to save over this file. Yes, I want to save over. All right, now I'm going to try to decimate this. But I want to keep, I didn't add a, you make these one, excuse me. I'm going to make these all use their microphone. I have no idea why my microphone keeps randomly shutting off. I will definitely look into it after I get this project done. Okay, so got the ID colors on there, and I'm just gonna pre-process all. This might take a minute. I think I'm gonna have to call it. It's about as far as I'm gonna get, I think. I got 10 more minutes, or 11 more minutes till I have to go, or get ready for work anyway. But we'll see if I can get off of work tonight. Not get off, but I think it's supposed to be mellow, so I might get home a little earlier than usual. And if I do, I will definitely see if I can unwrap the low poly, pack it, and bake the maps out. And if I can get it done, I will do a little late night stream, hopefully before midnight. Midnight is technically my cutoff. You know, decimate all. Ooh, my computer's not liking it, guys. Sorry, the stream might get a little buggy. Streaming and ZBrushing and like Dynamesh particularly is... Oh, I guess I got it done. Oh, I think we did good. See what these look like. I think... Let me turn colorize off. And go back to that. I think that looks fine. Oh man, those... Damn it. Damn it. I didn't need to decimate the bolts. So I guess I could undo it. See if I can get back to where the bolts were all right. Come on. No. Damn it. I really messed that up. You know what? I'm not even gonna worry about it. It is what it is. Oh. Hold on. Might be lucky. There we go. Okay, so going to auto groups this. Now when I Dynamesh. It'll keep these. Actually, you know what? Let me just polygroups, group, merge similar groups. And let me that's weird. There we go. And now I can decimate just this one. Reprocess current, decimate current, and done. Oh, that one's done already. That's weird. Huh. I think I could definitely do these ones again. Let's see, that's... There we go. That's probably the case for all these cobblestones. Okay. Same thing for this outer ring. All right. And one more. I'll do this one more time. Yeah, that looks fine. And last but not least, actually that one got a little jagged. I'm gonna leave it. Okay. All right. I need to add my poly paint from... That should be fine. All right, guys, that's gonna be it for today. I got as far as I could. Hopefully I'll get off work a little early, and it might not be the prettiest, but I'll do a quick and dirty unwrap pack, and I will attempt to bake it if I can squeeze it all in before midnight. But let me show you what it looked like in Blender, just so you can kind of see what I was working towards if for some reason I don't get to finish. Whoops. This was the concept. This is just the low poly block out. If we can do a quick render. Working? Oh, there it goes. Just light on. There we go. This is an Eevee, and I can just do a little cycles look. That was the goal, to get those the rest of that on there. So if I make it, I make it. If I don't, not going to be too disappointed. I just wanted to get it done for Halloween. You know, I want to get Happy Jack set up here. Come on. Not bad. Anyways, everybody, thanks for following along. Sorry about the microphone issue. I don't know what's going on there. I will try to work it out. If you guys enjoyed the stream, hey, like that, hit that like button, all that other good stuff. Have a happy and safe Halloween, and I will see you guys on Friday. I'll probably just for the hell of it, I'll just do some quick renders of this anyway, just so I can wrap it up. But yeah, have a happy, safe Halloween, and I will see you next time.